Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Crypto Tips. My name is Heidi, and today we're going to talk about what no one is saying about PayPal and their recent integrations with cryptocurrencies. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to be covering three basic concepts here with PayPal and their crypto launch, basically. Custodianship, we're going to look at the spendability or the other partnerships that they have with crypto, how you can spend that money, and also taxes, of course. So first, right off the bat, let's look at, okay, so what can you do and who can use crypto on PayPal? Who can buy crypto using their PayPal accounts? At this moment, it is actually, ironically, only limited to US customers. I say ironically because as we've seen this crypto space progress, there's far more exchanges that are actually blocking or limiting US customers than those who are being just exclusive just for them. So that's a little unique thing happening here. Also, the only coins that you can purchase using PayPal are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. Now, another new innovation that they are saying to be rolling out in the next couple weeks, and also hopefully will go global within, they're saying, the first half of 2021. So we'll see if that happens. That is quickly approaching. Their new announcement is going to be saying that, you can now spend your cryptocurrencies on with any of like the 29 million merchants that are partnered with PayPal. So here's some pros and cons with using PayPal to purchase your crypto. As a newcomer, it is certainly much more user-friendly, especially if you're already accustomed to using PayPal. You don't have to worry about necessarily storing that crypto yourself. But what you will have to worry about is if PayPal will allow you to spend your cryptocurrency the way that you want. Like I just said, it will be limited. Like 29 million merchants is a pretty large number, but still, that is the only way you will be able to kind of send your crypto out of your account. Basically, all that you can do with PayPal at this moment is just speculate on the price. This is a very important thing, and it has to do with custodianship. You cannot send any of your crypto that you've purchased on PayPal. You can't take that crypto and send it to any wallet that you control. You can't send it anywhere outside of PayPal. I'm not even sure that you can send it to another PayPal user. To my understanding, you can only purchase it and hold it and then sell it. And again, their new innovation now is happening that you can use that crypto to make purchases for these merchants. I will be getting into that as well later on in this video. So cryptocurrencies are pretty cool in that they are peer-to-peer, they're borderless, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and censorship resistant. Now, the irony here with PayPal integrating cryptocurrency is that they're kind of known for censoring some payments, preventing people from making payments to maybe certain services or to certain companies that might be swaying in a different political way that PayPal agrees with. There's definitely some history with that. There's also quite a bit of history of them kind of blocking people from accessing their accounts if they've somehow pissed them off or done something that PayPal doesn't agree with. So that's all something to be paying attention to if you're choosing to purchase or invest in cryptocurrencies, which at this point, it might be a costly investment for you. It should be a long-term investment for you. So if you're choosing to do so on a platform that is always kind of teetering on, you have to play by their rules. You don't necessarily know how long standing that will be for your particular case. In my opinion, PayPal adopting and integrating cryptocurrencies onto their platform is a clear indication of is an act of desperation to stay relevant, really. Let's be honest here. Cryptocurrencies, they're disrupting banks. They're also disrupting services like PayPal as well. So they're just trying to stay relevant. Just one more word on the irony, again, of PayPal. And, they're able to function with cryptocurrencies in this very limited way and very transparent way for them. Like they know exactly, who you are, which cryptos are in your account. They know who exactly you can send your cryptos to. They're not exactly letting you move freely with your cryptocurrencies. And that right there is the irony of this platform and the regulations that they're subjected to, is that, they always want to portray that these regulations are there to protect the investors, when in reality, they're not allowing you to interact freely or participate freely within this beautiful cryptocurrency space of peer-to-peer transactions, borderless transactions, free transactions in a way that it's autonomous. Maybe there's some transaction fees obviously happening there, but the irony then is, in their efforts to try and protect the investor, the only thing that they're actually allowing you to do is just to speculate on the price. And that price is volatile. And of course, a platform like PayPal is going to be making a lot of money on things like transaction fees, on exchange rates. And those are all things that are set by PayPal themselves. So they're not protecting anyone. They're just making more money off of you. So yeah, what are they protecting you from? They're protecting you from having full custodianship and ownership over your coins. They're protecting you from having any kind of full autonomy or privacy over your interactions with your cryptocurrencies. They're protecting you by allowing you to just speculate on the most highly volatile, asset that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is obviously, and the other cryptocurrencies that they allow you to purchase as well. Bitcoin has been, it has been the best performing asset of the past decade. It's also a brand new market, a very young and small market. With that comes price discovery, and that means volatility. It also means, inevitably price appreciation over time as this market grows and gains more users, more investors. But that's the extent of what PayPal is allowing you to do. Is they're trying to be protecting investors from what? I don't know, but they're just limiting your full potential, really. I think that's something very important to pay attention to, especially for people who are brand new to cryptocurrencies. It seems pretty typical, again, if you're used to using PayPal, but when you compare that to how, the full scope, the full potential of your use for cryptocurrencies, it's really cutting it short, and it's quite disappointing at least for someone like me. So since you don't have custodianship over these coins, who does, right? PayPal has partnered with Paxos Trust Company for their custodianship services, as well as their exchange services. So if you want to look into the security of your cryptocurrencies, that's a good place to start. As always, links to all this information can be found down in the video description, a link for this Paxos.com, as well as the terms and conditions for cryptocurrency users on PayPal. I think that's very important for anyone to read. If you're thinking about investing, or if you have already invested, it's a good way to get an idea of what you've gotten yourself into. Okay, so now let's talk about this new innovation that PayPal is allowing. Is this is really the only pro that I can think of using purchasing cryptocurrencies on PayPal, is that it would be allowing those who have crypto on their platform to spend that crypto at 29 million plus merchants. One benefit here is that there's no transaction fee for that payment using your cryptocurrencies to make a purchase with that merchant using PayPal. But there will be an exchange rate. Again, that is determined by Paxos and possibly by PayPal as well, depending on the spread of price. And the reason why there is an exchange rate is because these 29 million merchants aren't necessarily accepting directly. They're not accepting cryptocurrencies directly from PayPal. What you're doing is you're trading your crypto for fiat at that time of payment, and then that merchant is accepting that fiat currency as the form of payment ultimately. So I mean, come on, at least let the merchants acquire some cryptocurrencies as well. I'm sure they'd love to see some appreciating assets in their reserves, like all the other good companies out there. But that's not the case. And here's a really important thing to pay attention to, especially because this is specifically right now limited to US users. Anytime you sell cryptocurrencies, whether it's whether it's a trade from a cryptocurrency to another cryptocurrency, or you're trading your cryptocurrency for a fiat currency, that is a taxable event. This makes it very different from using PayPal generally with your normal US dollars. Normally, you don't have to worry about recording that transaction for tax purposes. But if you're going to be using cryptocurrencies to pay for services on PayPal, they will be trading it and selling it for you. You're not sending crypto to the merchant. you're making a trade, and that is a taxable event. And if you look at the terms and conditions for cryptocurrencies or the FAQs or whatever with PayPal, when it comes to taxes, you know, like any good regulated platform, they're going to say consult a tax professional. I'm here to tell you it's a taxable event. I'm not a tax pro. Absolutely. If you are involved in crypto at this point and it is appreciating rapidly, contact a tax pro in your area if cryptocurrencies is a taxable income for you. In the US, it certainly is in many more ways than one. So now I'm going to read right off from like the FAQs for PayPal cryptocurrencies. One of the questions are there any fees from 2021 and beyond? They say PayPal's crypto fees are from the spread or margin between the market price we receive from our trading service provider, again, that's Paxos, and the exchange rate between US dollars and the crypto asset displayed to the user, and a transaction fee when buying or selling crypto assets. At the time you buy or sell crypto assets, we will disclose to you the applicable exchange rate and the amount of fees that you'll be charged for that transaction. So at the time of you're making this kind of transaction on PayPal, maybe compare it to other very popular cryptocurrency exchanges that are available to you. And you might see that maybe you're getting charged far more on PayPal than these other services. Maybe it's comparable. I don't know. I don't have a PayPal account. It's a long story. Basically, my government ID does not match my current residency. It's a long story, so I can't use PayPal even if I wanted to. Thankfully, I found many other alternatives that worked well for me. Payoneer being one of them. There's a hint for one of you guys. Also, they say, the exchange rate may include an estimated spread of 0.5%, so 0.50% provided. However, that the actual spread may be higher or lower based on market conditions. Basically, if it's probably a highly volatile market, that could change. We will not separately calculate or disclose the spread we earn on each transaction. By using PayPal's crypto services, you agree to pay all applicable exchange rates, including spread and fees. So convenience, sure. Security, sure. Autonomy, custodianship, nope. And is it inexpensive compared to other options? Probably not. So also what you'll see displayed right here is the buying and selling cryptocurrencies. The transaction fees are based on how much cryptocurrency you buy or sell. The exchange rate you'll see before buying or selling crypto will also include a cryptocurrency conversion spread. There is no fee for holding crypto in your account. Also, someone also asked, I made a cryptocurrency purchase in error. Can I cancel or reverse it? And they say there is not a way to cancel or reverse cryptocurrency transactions, which is interesting because I wonder if every transaction happening on PayPal is actually happening on chain, and if it's not just actually, you know, moving within their own wallets, which is interesting. Yeah, anyway, cryptocurrency purchases are protected in the event of unauthorized activity taking place. So that's also pretty good. That's not something that a lot of other services provide, actually. So let's say your account got hacked and someone started buying or selling or whatever, doing anything with your cryptocurrencies, it's protected. So there's some sort of an insurance fund for those. Again, if you're brand new to cryptocurrencies, that could be very appealing. Well, that's it, guys. That's all I have for you today on what no one is saying about PayPal. Basically, just trying to give you guys a heads up of what to expect from this service, especially if you're going to be using it to purchase cryptocurrency or interact with it. There are some caveats there, and I think it's important to know. That's why I made this video. If you enjoyed this, you found it helpful, I really appreciate it if you leave a like. If you watched this video or maybe a few others and you haven't hit subscribe yet, I encourage you to do so now. And why not hit that bell notification too so you can get notified when more videos like this come out, as well as when my husband Toby and I go live every Monday at noon Eastern time. It's always a good time. Say hi in the live chat. We have a good time. Anyway, we'll be seeing you again very soon. In the meantime, have a good one.